Man, Kevin Owens is a jackass. Shut your mouth. Just stop talking. I mean, hell, I know it was your first match, but act like you've been there before. Shut up. Because after last night, the entire world is talking about Elimination Chamber. After last night, the entire world is throwing out hashtags like debut of the decade, match of the decade, fight Owens, fight. The entire world is talking about Kevin Owens. And for those at home who can't understand that, they are saying the truth, because last night, in what could be called the most unbelievable debut in WWE history, not only did you take me to the limit, but you won. I got beat. Ever since I had this, I've said there's going to be a superstar one day to walk down that ramp, accept my challenge, beat me, and be the better man. And until you opened your trap 5 minutes ago, I was going to walk down here with my chin up, shake your hand, and hand you this because you deserve it. But I agree with them. You don't deserve this. Hell, you don't even deserve the NXT Championship. Oh, no, you did win it. And it's not because you're not a good wrestler. Kevin Owens is a great wrestler. It's because you're so concerned with being a real role model when you are not yet even a real man. You see, Kevin, a real man throws jealousy aside. A real man doesn't judge another man by the color of their t-shirt, their physical appearance, or how they choose to live their life. Do you want to know why your son feels the way he feels? According to you, it is the WWE marketing machine. If that were the case, your son would have an Adam Rose t-shirt, he would still love the Funkasaurus and want to grow up to play in the XFL. Your son feels the way he feels because, like the person holding that sign right there, or the young man in the second row on his father's shoulder, or the young person right there with a "You Can't See Me" hat and the sign that says "I am beating cancer," they feel the way they feel because they believe. And they believe because they see me each and every week on this stage deliver. And those corporate slogans and catchphrases you talk about, they weren't puked up by a bunch of suits sitting at a boardroom table. Over 10 years, they define who I am and how I choose to live my life, both in this ring and outside of it. And I take nothing away from what you have done. But over the past decade, it is blatantly obvious that my undying passion to both the WWE and, most importantly, the people that fill the seats every single week is so obvious that whether you're 6 or 69, whether I win or whether I lose, whether you chant "Let's go Cena" or "Cena sucks," if I say or if I wear the words "never give up," not only am I telling the truth, but I am encouraging young and old all alike, like that person right there, to do the exact same thing. And by the way, you keep fighting and you never give up. You understand that? And that's from me. Three words. You would be amazed, Mr. Owens, at how those 3 words can affect people's lives. It would be like working day in and day out for a decade, trying for an opportunity, being told time after time you're never going to make it, but still scratching and clawing, and finally the day comes when opportunity knocks, and you don't just answer the door, you kick it down, you raise your hand, and you say, "The champ is here!" And that is exactly what happened to you last night, Kevin Owens. Do you see the 3 words that define the life journey of Kevin Owens are not fight, Owens, fight. And this one is going to be a tough pill to swallow, Holmes, because the 3 words that define Kevin Owens are never give up. A bit of advice, man to almost man. Think before you speak, because you just said you deliver on every promise, but in 2 weeks at Money in the Bank, you are going to have to explain how a really good wrestler couldn't deliver on a promise because he got his ass kicked by a real man.
I think that I just got John Cena. Alright, so I was catching up on Raw the other night, and I had just finished the Cena-Owens segment. I think that may have been, hands down, the best promo that Cena has cut in his entire career. The bit with the kid and the "I'm beating cancer" sign is what made me realize exactly who John Cena's character is. Max Landis, in Wrestling Isn't Wrestling, says,
basically Superman, and people hate him for all the reasons people hate Superman. He's bland, he wins all the time, he's just a goody two-shoes, the character never changes, he always does the same thing, he shrugs off beatdowns and smiles and laughs about it, he takes all of the stakes out of everything because he never fucking loses.
And he's absolutely right. John Cena is Superman. And I find him boring for the same reasons that I find Superman boring. He does win all the time. He laughs off 6-on-1 beatdowns. And on the rare occasion that he does lose, it never affects him in any meaningful way. He always gets his win back. He always gets another title shot. He always gets another shot at the villain. He always overcomes the odds. But, at the risk of mixing my comic metaphors, he's not the hero the WWE deserves, but he's the one that it needs right now. So I'm going to posit a very controversial opinion. One that'll probably get me ostracized by the internet wrestling community. Seriously, I'm going to have to turn in my SMARC identification card or something. But here it goes. John Cena is the greatest American wrestler working today. Now, don't turn off the video yet. Just let me defend myself. Okay, so I didn't say he's the best wrestler. Okay, I did, but shut up, though. The guy doesn't have the best work rate in the business. His moveset is basic. His jorts and the jiggly butt that they keep in line are hilarious. And as fans of Botchamania will tell you, he calls his spots just way too goddamn loud. But, see, none of that matters to his audience. Kids fucking love John Cena. Those "Let's Go Cena," "Cena sucks," well, know them. Okay, those chants have a distinct octave change. No shit, right? Kids like superheroes. Kids love Superman because he wins all the time. He always gets the bad guy, and he never turns heel. And I'll leave that to you to decide if that's a detriment or if that's to his credit, but I think it's perfect for him. And here's why. John Cena has been the main attraction of WWE shows for the better part of 10 years. If you're a wrestling fan, and if you're not, well, thanks for watching anyway, I guess. But if you're a wrestling fan, there comes a point that you have had just enough Cena. And that's fine. There's, 10 hours of live WWE programming every week? A few more if there's a pay-per-view. And John Cena takes up like 20 or 30 minutes of that at each show at the most. Hell, the US Title Open Challenge is consistently the most entertaining part of Raw each week. But I'm going to talk about that in a minute. My point is, kids love Cena because Cena is always there for them. He's someone to look up to, someone to identify with. Why do you think they always present him as some sort of underdog? That's for the kids, the ones who feel like the whole world is against them. Maybe they're not popular, or their parents don't have a lot of money, so they don't get cool-ass new shoes before school starts again. When John Cena cuts a 10-minute promo about never giving up, he's talking to those kids. When he talks about the ones who cheer him, or the C Nation, he's talking about those kids. Some of those kids are scared to talk to some girl or boy. John Cena wouldn't be afraid. Maybe some young Cena fan is dealing with a bully. John Cena doesn't take any shit from bullies. That cancer kid, I know that's like insensitive or whatever, but okay, that cancer kid hangs on to every word that Cena says because that never give up shit helps you go on when you're dying before puberty. And you better goddamn believe that call out from his hero made that kid's fucking life. Watch that segment again. Listen to Cena's voice break as he talks to that kid. John Cena has done like 400 something Make-A-Wish meetings. By all accounts, he should be so fucking desensitized to dying children. Why the fuck does he sound like he's about to start bawling? I saw somewhere, it was either Woo or Reddit. It was probably Reddit, like it was probably R squared circle. But somebody pointed out that when that kid got in the ring after the show, they brought the kid in to have a big moment with Cena. He gets in the ring, and he has no idea. He has no clue how to get in the ring like a wrestler. But then he looks behind him, and John Cena is getting in the ring the exact same way. They're under the bottom rope. It looks awkward. And that kid thinks to himself, of course I did it right. John Cena got in the same way. I wish I could remember who said that on Reddit. Good eye, dude. Like, excellent work. But that's bullshit, you say. He only does all that Make-A-Wish shit to sell more t-shirts. That's what you sound like. Jesus. To which I reply, who the fuck cares? Point the second. John Cena makes so much goddamn money, holy shit. Let's get cynical for a minute. John Cena only does the Make-A-Wish and charities and, like, turns himself into a cardboard cutout that kids can tape their dumb little faces onto so that he can sell t-shirts. The dude is worth like $30-something million. It fucking worked. John Cena earned the spot that he has right now, and has had for a decade, because he makes just unspeakable amounts of money for the WWE. The man is the definition of a draw. He packs arenas, whether you want to see him swoop in and never give up and beat the bad guy, or you want to watch Brock Lesnar push Cena's shit in for 35 minutes. You are paying to see John Cena. Add to that the years of PR events, movies, charity functions, talk shows, ESPN. If WWE needs a big name in front of the camera, they're going to send John Cena, because he's really fucking good in front of a camera. An aside, Daniel Bryan is starting to get that spot, at least for PR stuff, because they really want to monetize that sympathy groundswell for his character. But John Cena is probably the best talent investment the WWE has ever made. Dude is a company man, through and through. And I can't think of too many people more loyal to McMahon. Undertaker? Like Pat Patterson, maybe?
Yeah, but he's a shitty wrestler, though.
Did you see that match with Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber? The weekly United States Championship Open Challenge? Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania? That match he had with Punk on that Raw? Yeah,
Come all ye bold arrows, give
great
an
matches.
ear to me
People on the internet like to liken
We'll
John Cena
sing
to
in the praise of good
It's
brandy
always just
and
sort of there. But fuck it, potato salad goes great with like most foods. And John Cena continues to have great matches with guys like Neville and Stardust. And that's why he's the perfect guy for the spot he's in. Getting out of the main event has revitalized his career. He's added a few new moves, like that sick tornado DDT he does, and he's putting young guys over. He's only got a few more years left in him at the rate he works, and I have hope that he's going to spend them exactly where he is right now. Exactly where he needs to be. I said earlier that John Cena is the greatest American wrestler working today. And I meant that. Because I figured out who John Cena is. John Cena is stability. To his fan base, he's a for-realsies superhero, beating the bad guys, protecting the innocent, and never giving up. For those who stand to gain from his success, he was an incredible investment and a valuable asset. To everyone else, well, you got what you've wanted for so many years now. I'll let you in on a little secret. John Cena turned heel a long time ago. Smarky types, like you, like me, we're the only ones he turned heel on. He has incredible matches with smart favorites, and he keeps fucking beating them. And we hate him for it. And that's why his character works. So I finally get John Cena. And you know what? At the risk of sounding like a child, I'm a John Cena fan.
Come all ye bold heroes, give an ear to me song. We'll sing in the praise of good brandy and rum. It's a clear crystal fountain near Ireland doth roll. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. From France we do get
Hey, thanks for listening to me ramble about John Cena for upwards of 20 minutes. I had a lot of fun making this video. It was kind of an experiment to see if I could do something like this. If you enjoyed it, give it a like or something. And if you've been listening and you can't get over how fucking clever I am, I co-host a podcast called The Pretend Radio Show. We talk about movies and music and pop culture using salty language and intelligent dick-based humor. There's a link down there somewhere. Also, Twitter, Facebook, all that other shit you have to keep up with in this tiring information age. I'll probably make more of these video essay things, so subscribe for more, and it might not be a huge waste of your time.